Glad to have you along with us from Scott Stadium in Charlottesville, Virginia. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, pitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Virginia Cavaliers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Charlottesville continues to be one of the most beautiful cities in the South. Their capacity at Scott Stadium is 61,000, and this beautiful horseshoe design provides gorgeous views of the Blue Ridge Mountains. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Cavaliers will kick off first, and here we go. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll try the run. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll run it again. Maybe some room here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw, it's Beck. The quick out. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
On the ground, it's Hansen. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for the score. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Give to the single back. Makes it past the marker. At the 35, he's loose. All out of space. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
He'll start the return inside his 25. Gets it just across the 30 to the 31-yard line, and that's where the return is stopped. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
He's going to run it. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he...
It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Finds his man. It's Flores. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator because on third down, you throw a bunch of wide receivers out there. Everybody on defense thinks you're going to be throwing the football. Instead, you hand it off to your running back, and he shows great vision. He knows where the sticks are, picks up the first down. In this offense, they've got some momentum going on.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
And the Cavaliers have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Throwing, Holstein. A shot for the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Holstein from the gun on third down. Quickly complete. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Holstein fires left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
From the gun on third down, Holstein. Going for 6. Touchdown, Virginia. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone.
Man, that is so good. There's not a lot of room to work over there on the sideline in the end zone, but he was able to control his body, catch the football, make sure he had a foot down in bounds. It doesn't get any better than that.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. gun from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somewhere.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. On his way back from the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Eli Holstein to throw. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, he threw a touchdown the last drive. You saw him on the sideline talking to his play caller. Let's keep throwing it. They can't stop us. So here they are in the very next drive, first play, and they're taking a shot. This offense right now, you can tell, they feel like they're unstoppable throwing.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Back to throw, it's Holstein. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down. Past the 30. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's Holstein to throw. The short hands, it's Gibson. Wide open spaces. Across the 15. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll send the tight end in motion. Run in the red zone. It's Lewis. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? got it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers. A great catch and run for 6. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go right back to the run. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaken up and down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. To the air, it's Beck. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's like,
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and he might get a few bonus yards if they call that a face mask. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Got his man on the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the run, it's Hansen. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
He's moving out of the pocket. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
I like the aggressive play call there on offense. You're taking a shot on 3rd and short, and maybe what you're thinking is, even if this is incomplete, we're going to stay on the field and we're going to go for it on 4th. But really nice route, beautiful throw. I don't know if the defense was expecting that, and they gave up a big one through the air.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Under fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Peoples. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. And he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Found the spot in the defense. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Throwing, Holstein. The short hands, it's Lewis. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Throws to the tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
So now it's 2nd and long. Again, Holstein. Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And about the only thing good that happened on that last pass for the offense, completion percentage went up. 3rd down got longer. Intercepted deep in his own end. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Here's James Peoples to begin the drive.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. He's got his man. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Virginia. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Peoples.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll find a little bit of running room there. It'll be third down as the clock runs before the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 11 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's the Longhorns, looking to move to 4-0 on the young season. And they're in front right now, and they've done it with discipline. Kind of the calling card of this program. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mountain West.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Holstein makes the catch. It's Gibson. Still running at the 40. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part...
Breaks into the open. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cavaliers. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Penn State's offense comes onto the field, ready to start the drive. They'll run for it. It's Peoples.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Here's a give to Peoples. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Hands it off. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On 3rd down, here's Peoples.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on fourth down.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuff, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight. Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward. Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Lined up in the gun, third down, Eli Holstein. He's going to come up just a bit short. It'll bring up fourth down from the 43.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Rushes on him. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through three. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Peoples again. Got a little grass. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get...
They got him, and down he goes. And what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Lets it fly. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They'll run it with James Peoples. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
To the air, it's Beck. He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to impose their will with the run. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Cavaliers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Eli Holstein to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Beebe. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
The Cavaliers with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Holstein. Makes the catch. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And after that last completion, left them with just a yard or so to go for a 1st down. How will they attack on 2nd and short? He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Cavaliers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.